Welcome to A Guide to Apology with me, MrSealyp. The Man TGS Agrotruck pack for consoles. This will be in part an apology. I don't do this very often, but it happens every now and again. From feedback and comments I've had, and most of the comments have all been very, very positive. Some people have commented and said that I was unfair, that I did this mod pack a disservice when I put out my video yesterday. And they're all valid points and they're all fair points. And I'm nothing if not fair, and I like to try and be honest when I do a guide to. So there are a few things I want to address. There are some things that I am going to stand by, and I'll explain those as we go along. But the second vehicle in the Man TGS pack has got the AgroLiner back section to it, and I criticised it and complained and said that realistically you can buy bigger trailers than this, and I couldn't see the point of it if you can't take it off, because you're paying, well, let's have a look. What are we paying for it? We are paying 167,000 standard and upwards. Then if you've got tractors already, then you just need to buy a trailer. So the problem is I wasn't doing the guide to fairly, in so much as I was thinking ahead. Personally, if I was looking to buy vehicles or get vehicles for my game, I wasn't looking at it realistically thinking, well, you know what, it's something different, it'd be something nice to see in a game, something different to the standard things that are in. I was thinking, unfortunately, because I play on PS4 and we've got the slot counter, which drives me nuts, and I know we've got more slots on there than we ever had before, but when you're looking at your slot count, you start then thinking, well, if I've already got tractors, I could get a trailer, but then you've got this combo. How often would I use it like this? It would be great to use around the farm for feeding the animals, seed, that kind of stuff, but then you think, well, that's an expensive way of doing that. So that it was in my head, and that I did the mod a disservice, because the mod in its own right, as it stands, is fantastic. There's nothing wrong with this mod. It's a good mod. And I do like it. That's, you know, I really came across, and it came across negatively yesterday, and I can only apologise. So there's a few things I missed, some things I want to address. So let me just jump in here, and the first thing I want to address is looking at the dashboard. This I missed yesterday, didn't even dawn on me to check, and sometimes you do miss these things every now and again. But on the dashboard, if you turn the lights on, the dials light up. Nice feature, nice touch, and I missed that yesterday. There's a little red light there to show your lights are on. If I go indicators, your indicators show up. Again, very nice touch, and I did miss that. And if I go to those lights, then to the main beam work lights, you've got a little light that comes on to show those on as well. I missed that, and I apologise. That's what I meant. There are going to be some apologies. I did miss those, and people have commented to say you've got to show that, because that is part of the mod. And to be fair, when you do a mod review, if you're looking over it for the first time, you are going to miss things. It happens. You know, people will then spend hours and hours fiddling around trying different things, then comment and say, well, did you know you could do this? Well, when I first did the guide to, I didn't know that. But I do try to respond. So, the whole point with this is, because this is done by CatFan18 Mods, the other thing that CatFan18 Mods had done was the AgroLiner HD trailers. Was it 402? I think it was 402, so let's have a look, just to make sure. Yeah, HKD 402s. There's 402, and there's some options available, and you've got the 402 blue trailer. I think I did a review on these a while back in a kind of whole load of different mods that came out. It's kind of designed to go with that. I've done this with the knock-in tyres. It's got the blue back, and then you've got the blue trailers. I didn't know that yesterday. Even when I saw the back on this, I didn't think, oh yeah, there's an Agroliner trailer. It just didn't even cross my mind. So this is designed to go together with this. I can back it up right, like so, giving you a much bigger combination when you're transporting. That makes far more sense. It really, really does. And again, to CatFan18, I apologise. It didn't dawn on me, didn't cross my mind that it was there. These trailers are 30, what are they? 31,500 litres. Add that onto the, where are we? 13,500 litres on there. Gives you a good capacity. But, and there is a but, and this is what people aren't going to like. Like I say, the mod in its own right, I like it, I really, really do. But then you have to ask yourself, if it's designed to go with that, fine, fantastic. If that's 31,000 litres-ish, if you've got this version here, I know these are supposed to be designed on actual vehicles and that kind of thing, I get it. But surely you could have done a back like that on that. I'm just thinking, I'm not, you know, I'm not criticising, I'm not saying it's wrong. Like I say, the mods themselves are really good, and I like that concept. And if you want something different in game to the standard things that are available, then absolutely go for it. They're brilliant. They work really, really well. The combination of colours and the fact you can match up your covers and all that kind of stuff, that's fantastic. It really, really is. So something else that was mentioned, and this is something I will say again, I play on PS4. Always have. I won't say always will. If I was to get a PC, I would play PS4 and PC, I would imagine. I wouldn't go from one to the other and just abandon the original. This apparently on PC is a bit more versatile. Somebody mentioned the fact that you couldn't have it the way it was on PC because the scripts won't work. One of them being straps. Well, straps do work on console. There's strapping on all sorts of various different trailers and things. But apparently on the PC version these sides all come down so you can load pallets and etc. And then you can strap them and you can use it as almost like a flatbed. That option isn't available on the console version. This is just a tipper back at the moment, and it will tip back left, right, that kind of thing. But you can't just drop the sides down and load pallets on and then strap them. That function is not available on the console version. It may come in an update, I don't know. It may be that it is impossible to script that. Again, I don't know. I would be surprised that it can't be scripted, because there's quite a lot of stuff that does kind of have that functionality. The pickups, the tailgates come down and stuff like that. If the tailgate can come down, then the side can come down, I would have thought. And again, I'm not blaming the modder. I know from chatting to Alien Jim and what contact I've had from a few different modders when I've done guide 2s before, there are restrictions, there are limitations, there are things that within the parameters of what you're doing can't be done, or it's incredibly hard to do. And I totally understand that if you're bringing out something for PC, if there are scripts and things you can do, then that's fantastic. Converting that to console becomes a much harder proposition, and I totally understand that. But like I've said so many times before, on loads of my guide 2s, hats off to modders. The game wouldn't be the game it is without modders. It's brilliant. Okay, and these mods are good mods. They really, really are. And unfortunately, I was being picky yesterday, and I picked out all the negatives and didn't really overemphasize the positives, and that's why I'm apologising. That's what this video is about. Yes, I have still stuck with some of the things I said, because if anything, when I do my guide 2s, I'm being honest. I'm looking at the mod as I see it when I do the guide 2. There'll be things that pop up that I didn't know about, I did a few of these guide tours before on some of the trucks. Didn't even think to check this. I thought that was just a kind of, you know, it's there to look good. And then when people said to me, oh, you can use those, you know, you can use the hitches, I then did a video, I think, where I said about that, I mentioned it. So I will always add things in, change things, mention them if they come up. Now obviously you've got a rear hitch on this, you can hook up as many as you want, if of course you've got the ability to control these. Yes, if you watch any of my guide tours, any of my let's plays, you know these are my nemesis. But anyway, that's probably why you've got the hitch on the front, actually, to make it easier for moving these around. So that's it. That is it from me. There's nothing more I want to say. I do apologise, and for the things that I missed, hopefully I've got those in, the trailer, the lights in the cab and that kind of thing. I'm trying to think of all the things that people have commented, and the commenting has gone crazy, absolutely crazy on my videos. So many comments, and I'm trying to get through them all, trying to respond to them all, and ones that require me to think about how I do things differently. You know what? Absolutely agree. I will always take on board advice and constructive criticism. People just saying PlayStation 4 is rubbish, it's not helping. You can comment, of course you can. You can say that if you feel that. That's up to you. But yeah, so I will always try to respond to and react to constructive criticism in any way that I can. That's it from me. Just a quick one. An update on yesterday's video and an apology. They are good mods. They really, really are. Just a few tiny little things. That's all. I hope you found this informative. I wouldn't say useful necessarily. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.